Yeah!
Handsome sausage.
What's up, guys? We're Handsome Sausage! Hello, everybody. Today we're reacting to a new group. A new group called ONEUS. ONEUS.
Tell them the story behind.
For those of you who don't know, we have a Patreon Discord server. And over there, we're taking recommendations and official requests. Now, it's been forever. Easily forever and a...
Like almost a year.
Forever and a month. It's been forever and a month. But we are beginning our journey into kind of going through the recommendations. It's going to be very active from now on. And the first song that we're starting with is ONEUS. And their debut song, as far as I know, it's like one of their first songs called Valkyrie. Now, we don't know much about ONEUS.
Except their company.
Rainbow. I know they debuted in like 2019. They were in like Road to Kingdom apparently, but we didn't check out Road to Kingdom. We only checked out Kingdom Legendary War. So not too sure. We're going in pretty blind, which is always fun. I just can't wait to see like what their songs like. It's been a while since exactly. And Rainbow too. Like we don't know.
And on top of it, like the RBW is the Mama Moves company, so they're the brothers, they could say. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like one entertainment that I have no clue of in terms of like defining a sound or a specific color. Like it's really hard. So it'll be super fun. We're gonna get to it right away. But before we start, as I just said, thank you everybody who's supporting our channel over at our Patreon page. If you want to have a say in what we react to next through Discord service and official request forums, get extra contents like Kingdom Legendary War and many, many others for the groups that we follow, and otherwise, go to our Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Let's get to the song.
Get it on, put it on.
3, 2, 1, click. Guitar.
Oh. Wait, I
You hear the...
feel like I've heard this.
Oh, I haven't.
Maybe not. Oh.
A lot of interesting sounds in the background.
Whoa. Oh. It's growing in me.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that is satisfying.
Woo! The silence.
Oh, that is nice. And the wah.
Yeah!
Oh, I was gonna say Valkyrie.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Oh, and the clap, wow. Ooh.
That was graphic, right? Otherwise, it'll be hurt. Love the silence. Yeah.
I love the dance as well.
They have dancing shoes, huh? Oh, it wasn't graphic.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god!
You heard the build up is coming?
Yeah! Should have known from the snare rolls.
Nice. Whoa.
That is cool how they keep like mixing the dry and wet.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick Matrix.
Matrix reference. Oh wow, like exactly the.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nice. All right. Okay. I like this.
Ooh.
Dang. Yeah, that's a drum.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the ONEUS lore. Looks interesting. Even if it's just an outro.
Oh,
Sick titles.
they are talented.
Yes, and the music is actually way more special than what it might sound like at first.
And you have to give props. It was like 4 or 5 years ago.
That's wow,
and
even
it's
more so
their,
than.
their debut. Like,
As far as I know, yeah. One of the earliest songs.
and for my case, I heard Mamamoo.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you did, but Kim Do-hoon is a producer. He's a CEO of the RBW Entertainment, and I'm a huge fan of him. And then that's how I started liking the Mamamoo and the sound of Mamamoo. For this one, I could hear some of the details of the source choices and some melodies and chord progressions and how they managed to put it out. I could have the feelings of that company's producers.
Sure. I mean, I'm not too versed enough to say that this reminds me of like a Mamamoo sound, but doesn't matter because I really liked it. Let's start with the lyric because, and it's pretty obvious. I'm sure many of you know,
Valkyrie.
but when they say Valkyrie, and I was gonna mention this in the start too, that it sounds like Valkyrie.
Yeah.
The word that they're using comes from the word 밝히다. And we use that for lights as well as some of the other things. But in this case, light. And when used with light, as the English subtitle implies, it means
Light
to
it
turn
up.
up the light or to actually turn on the light as well. Or letting there be light, basically. And 발키리 is a very specific way of phrasing. It is a future tense, if you will, that it implies that I will do it. But anyways,
But very past sentence.
like you don't really use. Yeah, it's like an old way of.
Yeah.
I mean, people still. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
old.
you don't
It
say
is
that.
old.
Like it's
Yeah.
more like a,
It's not a conversational
back
thing.
in the days. Yeah,
It is
It's
more-
like in a poem or
Yeah,
when
it's-
some like
in this kind of context, it sounds pretty epic if you say it like that. I shall light. Something
like
shall
that,
be the
yeah.
light or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So that's what they're doing. But I like that they actually still said Valkyrie instead of like Valkyrie, right? Because they still played with that word and they still used the word Valkyrie to deliver that Korean word. So yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. Now moving on to the music.
oh, they played around with a lot of silence, dry and reverb.
Yeah, that was the most fascinating part for me. And first of all, a lot of like snare rolls and trang, and all those stuff. I should have known that they would switch up the song in the middle, like during the bridge section. It became very different.
Yeah.
I should have known from the previously used drum patterns, but that was very cool to listen to. But like Hansi just said, the most fascinating part for me was how they used a very intimate and dry vocal, but then switched to this delayed and echoed and reverberated wet vocal within a single sentence. So they would use this dryness and make the vocals sound very close and intimate during the section, like the silent sections where there are minimal instruments so that you can hear the vocal well. But by the end of the sentence, when they're saying the last word, they would switch things up and it would become extremely wet so that it kind of expands and goes through the space and implies
They had
grandness of
they had a
the
lot of
space.
them just by vocals. Like you said, some parts were dry and some parts were reverb, but then instrumentals would also cross over too.
That's true too.
Sometimes
yes.
like the instrumentals were wet and vocals dry, or
Vice versa.
dry, wet. And
Yeah, they would play around that. Well, first of all, it's really cool that they do that even within sentence. But in general, too, like if they go for like a dry sound, they usually just stick with it. Like if the instrument is wet
Sure.
and the vocal is dry, then they
Yeah.
stick with it all the way through because there's no reason to change it because they're creating a certain space. Now, what's very, I guess, almost mystical with this song, and given how it's all like they have like this angel wings and like Valkyrie eye shell, like and even I think the album was also called Light Us. It's very epic in general. And so what they're doing is they're creating this like extreme focus and intimacy with the dryness of the vocal, but always letting the listeners know that the musical space is ever expanding like space, and it's grand, like it's epic. So although they want to pinpoint and make sure that the audience or the listeners can feel that kind of their strength and their power that they have through the intimacy of the vocal, like they're whispering directly at you, looking into your eyes. While they're doing that, they also are this kind of being in this musical world where they also exist everywhere, like gods, So they have this ever-expanding, echoed vocal at the end, as if they're saying something and then flying away at the speed of light through the space.
Right.
And like this, even the music video, I believe,
Yeah,
in the
have a
middle.
lot of the dimension.
Yeah, and it looked like they
feelings.
were at like this weird, I don't know, some kind of temple at one point, like old, like with pillars, and it was a mix between old times and future.
Yeah.
Like everything felt so mysterious and mystical. I think the mixing of the music really captured the essence of that atmosphere. So that was like the big thing for me.
Wow.
Wow. So yeah.
I totally get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That makes sense.
I love looking at the way the song is mixed in terms of what we just saw and what was told through the story, and given how the main catchphrase was Valkyrie.
Do they have
I think it really
lowers?
fit. I don't know because it's like our first time reacting. Let us know. I assume they must have some sort of.
And they're doing a good job
storyline.
with especially the video editing and
Yeah,
everything.
everything,
A lot of
yeah.
graphics.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't catch when you said is this graphics or whatever. I didn't know
Yeah.
which one, but I assume you meant the light. I think it was
Yeah, the
practical
crystals.
effect. Oh, is it? Okay, but probably most of the things felt practical to me. But anyways, yeah, this was a great first impression of ONEUS.
Their vocal skills, dancing skills, amazing.
Again, I mean, we'll probably ask our patrons first, but still, let us know what we should react to next from ONEUS. And of course, let us know what your first reaction to this song was when you first heard it. My gosh, we are ready. I really like this. We're ready to follow them. I guess we'll see you in the next one, whatever that may be.
See you guys.
Bye-bye. Kuoka.
Glory.
Amy Evans.
You,
Antonia 80s.
Tia,
Kashri.
Elaine Bierry.
White Rafu.
Kaya,
Bad. Hamster.
Rihanna Mooney.
Underscore Isabella underscore.
Honey M.
Starlit Streetlight.
Blitzka.
Complex.
Cat R.
Kima parenthesis Kima.
Carrie J.